Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Taking a quick look here again at Bitcoin. We're going to double check a few key factors here. Just kind of jump into the backend data and recognize where we're at in the last 7 days worth of liquidation. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you could learn something today. Of course, you want to become a better trader. CryptoCash.tech is a site, link down below. I do ask kindly that you like, subscribe, and comment below if you haven't already. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So let's take a quick look here at liquidation. This hasn't changed too much from yesterday, honestly. Just some new shorts getting destroyed here in the market between 67 and 68,000. Those shorts were warranted though, of course, because there was a bear flag pattern forming, and it held perfectly on both top and bottom, but it broke to the upside instead of the downside, which, by the way, statistically is a lot less likely, okay? So again, that's just market movers 101. They're destroying the market no matter how they see fit, and with all this liquidation above the price action, that's exactly what happened. So keep in mind, we got some new shorts here at about 68.5 and upwards of 72,000 for a heavy concentration at the top. Down below 64, 63,000, that hasn't changed at all. So my anticipation or speculation here is that we could very well see the price continue to maintain itself now that we're back up over this 0.382 fib level, but this could also be a fake out too. I mean, there's a lot of different scenarios too. I mean, we could also be in the beginning of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern, basically an Elliott wave, right? This could be the second leg up, and we could have one more third leg up. Okay, so just some heads up there. There's a lot of different case scenarios that could take place here, so it's best not to attach yourself to one idea. And it's also good not to just, be like, we're going to the moon or we're going to the ground floor, because really neither should happen in the immediate future. Between now and Bitcoin halving, we're just going to see a lot of nonsense like this, where everybody just keeps getting destroyed because they're using too high leverage and too large a position size. So do yourself a favor, calm down, pump the brakes. It's all good. We can get through this. We just got to band together. And again, that goes for my community as well. Kudos to everybody sticking together through the ups and downs, so to speak. And things are good, man. It's no problem. We took some nice profits from 5 of our shorts recently, and 2 longs we had to stop out. One a little earlier, the other hit the stop loss, but hey, that's just the way that it goes, folks. I like to share that with you because it's extremely important that you recognize that even the best traders can hit some losses sometimes. You can never be 100% all the time. Okay, now granted, we hit 90% plus pretty much month in, month out, but that's a different story altogether, okay? There are still losses along the way, and it's just I'm trying to normalize it for you, folks. It's okay. Again, you lose less and win more. That's kind of the concept, right? So let's take a quick look here at the daily. We're back up over 50 on the RSI. This is a positive contributing factor. Money flow is still coming down, but that's just kind of the average of the last few days, right? The last 14 trading days. So it's going to be down compared to before, because obviously it's just kind of the average of, it's averaging this into it. Okay, so you just got to keep that in mind. The daily money flow index isn't necessarily the most substantial. The 4-hour time frame probably gives us the best indication of where the market truly is. Having said that, though, we're still diverging, but plateauing, so to speak, letting us know a shift in momentum could be occurring to the upside. We got to maintain this level and continue higher before we can see that, but generally speaking, we're retesting this previous trend line. We've also broken through the ascending trend line too, which we had as kind of as a limiter there. Okay, this will be easier to see on the hourly, but generally speaking, this is supposed to break to the downside. I'm not surprised the price breaks up here. This could also be a false positive too. Market movers do this all the time, where the price comes up here, we break this channel, right? Then we establish a new channel. People are like, oh great, we're good to go. And then all of a sudden it comes right back down here for that third and final blow. So I would not be surprised if we see this this play out uniquely. Okay, so all the more reason to be a little more patient and wait for confirmation. But there are some confirming factors that we can see here on the so far on the daily. The 4-hour time frame also confirms we're up over 50 in the RSI. Money flow index is increasing, stochastic kind of topping out there. So really this just implies that while we could see a slight pullback here, this should be sustainable, okay? The main reason why I say that is just simply put, we're over 50 in the RSI, we got a MACD convergence. These are all heavily weighted factors that kind of give us the indication that we're back on track. We broke our range-bound activity. And I know it's kind of difficult to see here, but generally speaking, if you kind of look at this here, we were range-bound between 65K upwards of 66.4. We wicked out quite a few times, inevitably broke through, and all we need now is a bullish back test to confirm this, right? Nice little bounce off the most recent trend line, okay? Now again, a lot of different scenarios could occur, but generally speaking, this is mostly favorable, positive here. Now I want you to be mindful of fake outs, because this very well could be one of those too, okay? No, it doesn't have really any type of specific pattern showing us that the price is going to turn around. So honestly, that's hard to say. Actually, wait, I'm sorry. I think I glossed over this. Let's double check the moving averages here. 4-hour time frame. Yeah, we're back over the 200. That's important. So a closure today at 67,800 would be ideal. 67.7. That would put us above that level. Keep in mind, money flow index is increasing too, so those are all good things here. Okay, so I'm not trying to get super excited and be like, hey, we're back on track, just go hard and long. But I can tell you that at this point, these are mostly contributing factors. We're up over 70 on the RSI, and the hourly too does imply we could see a slight pullback here soon. TD sequential, we are overextended here. So if we're up to a 9, hypothetically, the price should pull back or consolidate soon. And it still hasn't done that. So I'm expecting some kind of pullback. A lot of times the pullbacks occur to most recent highs, which we can kind of see right here was a more recent high and or down here. So 66,700 upwards of 67,000. So if you're going to consider along with Bitcoin, 67K seems like a more appropriate entry level. Again, no guarantees on the price going to pull back, but if it does, that would be a solid entry consideration because we'd still have confirmation that we're holding above key levels, so to speak. Take a quick look at the hourly Ichimoku cloud. This is another confirming factor letting us know that, once again, anything over 67,000 would put us in that position where we're going to stay and remain above the cloud. Technically, it's more like 67.2, 67.3. So, in a perfect world, the price pulls back here and kind of hangs out at 67.2, 67.3, and we leg up again for our last potential increase for this short-term Elliott Wave theory. Okay. Again, keep in mind, it is a theory, of course, nonetheless, but at this point here, with all these confirming factors that we're 4 hours above the cloud, there's a lot of reasons why a long position makes more sense than a short position at this point. Again, fake outs can occur at all times, folks. I mean, you can have the best TA possible, and market movers decide to just destroy everybody. Okay, so we're kind of at the whim of what they plan to do. But if we look at this here, we can see a lot more volume here. So there's more substantiality, so to speak, at this point. Now let's quickly address here as well. I just want to double check our volume profile and kind of see where we're at here. It's important to recognize that we are back up over this volume profile at 67,200. Look at that, 67.2. That's the potential pivot point as well if the price were to pull back for a long consideration for maybe like a second entry, if you will. So Bitcoin is looking pretty favorable here in the overall sense. We're back up over that quote-unquote resistance, and it should likely work as a support level now too. So there's a lot of good positive contributing factors here, folks. So I think that's a good sign here to tell us that it might be more safer than sorry, or sorry, you will be safer than sorry if you were to consider more long positions than shorts. Now again, I know you're probably like, wait a minute, 2 days ago you said we were bearish and the price action may not recover. Yeah, folks, that's what technical analysis is. It's consistently reevaluating and making sure you understand where you're at. You can shift from bearish to bullish in a heartbeat. You just need to have confirming factors, right? And to me, a lot of those things come in time. We didn't have confirmation yesterday. Now we pretty much do. Again, we could totally take a long and the price turns itself right around. That's extremely common. But at this point here, it does feel like the price wants to continue to run. And I think 67 plus would be an appropriate entry consideration for a long. And I'm excited to take a look at some shorts here today and see roughly where we're at there. So again, mostly good stuff here, folks. Let me know your thoughts. Comment below. I'd love to hear it. Also, if you, of course, want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a site link down below. I do look forward to working with you. Thank you so much for watching and sticking in. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.